Live. I believe we are live on YouTube. Start streaming onto Rumble. We are live. Go for it.
Ba-doop boop ba-doop boop. Welcome to the Kicking Peanut Show.
And cracking the corn.
Oh yes, we can't forget about cracking the corn. Yeah.
Like my knuckles.
Hope you're cracking that corn, buddy, over there. But welcome to the show. We talk about everything, anything, and what's on our minds, and just topics going on. We do have another side show for like the Peanut that's not YouTube friendly for those on YouTube watching. So if you actually want to watch like any continuation of that not friendly for YouTube, come join us over there. And while I'm at it here, as the Kicking the Peanut show starts, I'd like to also give a shout out to some awesome shows we have on here as well for the Omni Coalition. Hey, Xander.
Yes.
What are those really cool, awesome shows we have?
Well, our main show, I can't even say main shows anymore because this show is phenomenal. All of our products are really great, but we mainly do a history show most days at 11 in the morning, Pacific time. We have our news show, notable events, weather, and sports, Friday at 3. We started our Theod, The Edge of Disclosure, again last night at 6 Pacific time, 9 Eastern.
That was an awesome show, by the way.
Yeah. Actually, that was a great show last night. Oh, my God.
We put too much info in, but we did 3 of the many issues. But no, keep going, buddy.
We have the Omni Kitchen. I'm hoping to record that sometime this next upcoming week. We have International show here coming up, reviewing, reacting to movies, shows, TV shows, miniseries, whatever, anime, anything really, any form of media, honestly. So,
even commercials and movie trailers, I think too.
Well, that's
right?
how I know it's got to start, from reviewing commercials and everything. But yeah, so
yeah, but we have that in the works. It's a really cool thing. Like the Omni Coalition, we have a lot of things in the works going on. It's really cool. Obviously, we're spanning in American time zones. It's for the Today in History show that you do. It starts at 2 p.m. in Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain Time, and then 11 a.m. Eastern, or Western, or Pacific, I mean. Sorry. Oops.
One of them was right.
Yeah, well,
Actually,
I was getting there. I'm trying, all right?
Well, you're going backwards, so that's a little more difficult. So,
I know. I started off the shout out to the Omni right off the bat. Because
yeah, you did. Thank you. That's really cool. I appreciate that. How was your past week? Since the last episode.
As you know, and we've talked about this before, I went 7 weeks straight without a day off. I finally got a day off on Turkey Day, Thanksgiving.
Now let me interject here right here. You didn't just go 7 weeks straight. You went 7 weeks straight every day, opening to close. You were the only employee. You are the only employee.
Yep.
So.
Yep. But I actually have a new hire. She's just waiting for her email for her onboarding stuff for her acceptance from. Actually, what's funny is that my boss asked me, he's like, "Do you think she's worth hiring?" I'm like, I'm willing to give her a shot.
Let's not
I don't know
into
her
personal details on the show. Let's just.
No.
You did get Thanksgiving off, though, right? You got Thanksgiving off. Yeah.
Yeah. I did have some. I did have Thanksgiving off.
Finally, a day off.
Today, I actually went to work late because I didn't have a ride.
Ooh.
But my acting district manager, he ordered an Uber for me because when I was trying to order Uber earlier in the day and this afternoon, for some reason it was telling me there was no drivers available.
Oh.
And I was like, what the heck? But he was able to do it, but for some reason off of my thing, it wouldn't let me. I'm like, ooh, it was frustrating, to say the least.
Your phone is just giving you all sorts of trouble, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not my phone. It's always been, and it doesn't matter what phone I have, it's just Uber itself is just their app doesn't like me.
Maybe you're blacklisted.
I'm not blacklisted. It's more so I have a payment info issue going on and something else, but that's neither here nor there. Other than that, I'm happy I got my day off. I made a pot roast for Turkey Day, and it took 2 days for it to actually fully cook. So I didn't actually get to enjoy my turkey, well, not turkey dinner, but pot roast dinner for like
Thanksgiving.
yesterday. I know, I finally got to enjoy it yesterday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I put it on like beyond low. I put it. I thought I had it on low, but I had the setting on warm, and so I was wondering why the veggies didn't through. And so I slowly cooked everything throughout the period of 3 days.
I mean,
that was
like,
my own fault.
At that level, I'd be concerned about, it's not cooking. You're just warming it up, and you're creating a perfect environment for bacteria to grow and stuff.
Actually, no, it kept it at a thing. I have a temperature gauger, so like everything is good. There's no bacteria. I haven't gotten sick from eating it.
Okay.
However, apparently some people I know got sick from a Thanksgiving dinner I didn't go to.
You weren't invited to. You were snubbed essentially.
I wasn't. I guess I was technically invited, but I just didn't want to go.
Yeah. Well, anyway, for my week.
How was your week?
Yeah, for my week, it's kind of been standard, with as we said at the top of the show, we're working on all these other projects. So, actually, we might be recording for Einosh the first episode tonight with our good old meme guy, our resident movie guy.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Are we starting it with Dr. Strangelove? I
believe so. Yeah, I forgot the name. I believe it was his. Here's the thing. He's the movie guy. I give the mantle, of things to certain people, like how this is now your show and all that stuff. He vetoes me. He overrules what I have to say in that show because he is the movie guy, not me. That's just how we work.
Yeah.
So
that's understandable too. But I mean, you got your shows too as well, where you can just nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I saw what you texted me earlier today about some really cool things in history that you posted to me. I loved it.
Well, that brings up something else. Like for Thanksgiving, we of course went, got a prefab dinner from our market. We bought a pie from Costco. We bought whipped cream and all that stuff. I accidentally bought pre-spiked eggnog liqueur. That was at 17.25% alcohol by volume. I was so because at the market, we got a couple other things at the market and whatnot. But I was using my Boycott app to make sure I'm not buying anything that has any affiliations with Monsanto GMOs or anything like that. And they don't have any eggnog that doesn't have any affiliation. So I just saw this random bottle of eggnog, unrefrigerated, out in the aisle in Costco. I just grabbed it. But it just says eggnog, and then in smaller letters, but not too small, it says liqueur. But I was just, tunnel vision. I want eggnog, and then I opened it up and I saw what looked like a pull tab. What you would get on the top of an orange juice, thing, for freshness. But then I looked at it and it's a dribbler, like you'd see in a vodka bottle. I'm like, what the hell? So I look. I'm like, this is alcoholic.
The plastic ring that's dipped down. It has 3 or 4 holes that you can just flip off.
Yeah, it has Let me look it up here right quick. Alcohol bottle.
Well, buddy. I mean, you do know that most of the time people spike the eggnog. So they just gave you
pre-spiked eggnog.
I am not a fan of eggnog. I don't like it.
I love eggnog.
I've tried it a few times. Every year I try to give it a shot, and every year I'm still like, nope, not for me.
Let's see if this works.
It is what it is. What are you gonna do?
I'm trying to find a dang picture of this thing, but it's not showing me the dribbler. I'm just getting bottles, but.
Well, I think most people who are over 21 who go to liquor stores and they buy a liquor bottle, it's like a 175 or anything, they'll see that thing when you open it. So I think most people know.
Hold on a second. Here we go. Open image.
For the younger.
This is what I'm talking about. Kind of like the thing in the bottle that it does, when you dump something, it pours out. This dribbles it, so that way you don't just dump, too much alcohol.
So it came with a dribbler like that?
Not like that, but but it was a plastic thing in the top that prevented it from fully pouring out. It dribbled it. It's a dribbler.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I hate that dribbler.
Yeah.
It does no service for me when I want to have fun with my have fun with my whiskey and my scotch.
2 shots of whiskey. Oh, it was vodka. Sorry. You remember that video?
Oh God, yeah, I do.
2 shots of vodka.
But anyways, how was your Papa Duke's been for the last week too?
The Luna's good actually. We just finished putting up the second section of lights today. Like I was gonna get into that. We put up some all of our net stuff and everything yesterday. We did the stapling stuff today. Put up lights around the garage and a couple stuff around the trees. And as far as work that he and I do together, we're pretty much done. We might put lights up around the door frame. But other than that, the big bulbs, the old stuff, I'm going to be taking care of in my own good time throughout this next week. But he's taking care of right now all of the electrical, like, what plugs into what, how is this going to flow, what the timers are, all the semantics involving all of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we've always kind of like worked that way. But
when your product is finished for your house, you have to definitely take a picture and obviously send it so we can show it for like our Christmas spectacular.
Yeah, actually, if you want, I can open up. Let's see here, a picture of last year's lights, so you can, because we're kind of doing the same thing, essentially, like including the lights on the front. That was actually a new addition from last year. But here, let me. Actually, I don't want to dox myself in any way, so no, you can't see anything. But this was what we looked like last year, and we kind of have the same thing going on this year. So we have our Santa's even in the same spot, kind of, sort of. So yeah.
I'm not gonna say what they look like from a far range picture view.
Something phallic.
No. Yes.
Okay.
Are those palm trees over there?
Yes. Those are palm trees. Our neighbor actually had somebody come in, and they've never taken these lights down, by the way. Since last year, these lights, they haven't shown them every day, but they entertain guests. They have a whole thing in the back. But these lights here have been up there the entire year, and the HOA haven't gotten on them because technically they're entertainment lights. But anyway, let's get into the topics of today.
No, wait a second, though.
Yeah.
You're in an HOA?
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah.
You poor bastard.
I know. So. But anyway, last week we wanted to talk about Thanksgiving food ideas, and it's a little late for that, but because of a recent revelation I've experienced in the Quarterings server, actually on Gilded, I have an idea of something I'm going to be doing for Christmas.
Ooh, what?
I am going to be making a sweet potato pecan casserole.
Oh, you're actually going Midwestern with doing a casserole?
My signature dish is a Spam mac and cheese and pea casserole. So, like.
Well, you got the proper stuff where I know, like, you guys got every kind of cooking thing you need in that house.
Yeah, I think, because my mom got everything for cooking back in the day. Like, we probably are equally equipped, if not more so, than someone like Gordon Ramsay or Bobby Flay. We have everything you could possibly need. It's ridiculous.
They're probably buying like that top tier, like $10,000, $5,000.
Well, yeah, of course they have better quality stuff than we do, but if any dish,
no,
we don't have woks, but mostly any dish you can imagine, we can probably make it. As far as the utensils needed to do it.
You don't have a wok?
We don't have a wok. We have 1,000 pots and pans, though, and baking sheets and all sorts of things, but we have no wok, not a wok one. But anyway, let's get back on the subject of food ideas. What I was talking about with the casserole is, in typical AO style, I over a course of time and looking at this and looking at that involving this sweet potato pecan casserole, I am going to make, I might not be this crazy, but here's some ideas. This is you have, your normal sweet potatoes, mashed sweet potatoes at the bottom, then you have half topped with pecan and half topped with marshmallow. I was initially thinking about topping it fully with marshmallow and then pecan, and then I saw this, pecan and marshmallow, staggering stripes. And then I saw this, scalloped potatoes. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do half mash. Go ahead.
Good. actually looks good.
Yeah. Well,
Except it looks like they overcooked the pecans, though.
Well, that's just pecans are naturally dark on the outside, their skin and such. That sounded very wrong. But no, what I'm going to be doing is half mash, half scallop on the base, and then top it something like this. You know,
that would actually be really good. Like, so you have the marshmallow in there, because it doesn't look like there's much marshmallow in the other picture.
Well, there's no marshmallow here. This is just...
I absolutely do not like sweet potatoes. They're gross.
You're gross.
Well, hey, to each their own. I also don't like pumpkin pie.
Well, now you're just a sinner. So.
No, well, it's not so much the flavor; it's the texture in pumpkin pie that gets me.
Yeah. But see, like the culmination of my madness, is the point I'm trying to make, is that way, if you want to experiment with how, you know, a scalloped sweet potato would be with just marshmallow or just pecan or both, you know, or the same thing with mashed, sweet potato. Now you have the option to try all possibilities in one hit, you know?
Yeah. I do like that little setup where half of it has the pecans and the other half has the marshmallow.
Yeah, that is pretty
cool. People can have a thing, and they actually were kind of like, instead of just doing half and half, like, you know, simple, like one half like all marshmallow like that. Like, and this is also the other one's also creative too.
Yeah, well, they also kind of architecturally they did it marshmallow by marshmallow every step. So.
However, though, I have one. This casserole dish. You can use both for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh.
It's the broccoli cheese cauliflower hot dish.
Ooh.
However, I don't have pictures of it because
I will look it up here in 1 second. I'm just refilling my vape.
I'm sure they have it, but they don't have it the way we make it, because we also have like toasted breadcrumbs on top. But you can also add Brussels sprouts into it as well. Like, my aunt, she originally does it with broccoli cheese, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts.
So what was the dish name again?
It's not a dish name. It's just, we just call it broccoli cheese, cauliflower hot dish. But it's not going to be, I guarantee you what you're looking up is not going to be what I am talking about.
Okay. I have casseroles.
Nope.
This looks really good.
No, they all look really good. However, none of them so far are anything like I'm talking about.
My goodness, this is giving my tongue rigor mortis.
Oh, whoa. You're dead already? You died? No. So what we do with our broccoli cheese cauliflower, and I think we talked about last Sunday, that we put toasted breadcrumbs. I put Hawaiian bread. Like, you know, the sweet Hawaiian bread, and I break that up into cubes. I cube it up, and I put that on top of everything, and I add that in. Actually, my sister-in-law, speaking of, today is her birthday. Happy birthday, sis.
Happy birthday, sister of Alice.
Yeah, she's added carrots into the broccoli cheese cauliflower with cheese. But, like, yeah, but we add, like, condensed milk, some cheese, and broccoli cauliflower, and if you want Brussels sprouts or carrots if you like. And then we add, like, toasted bread. Like, they usually use regular bread or wheat bread. I have gotten a little, like, saucy and went for the Hawaiian bread to top it with, to give it a little sweetness. But if you add carrots into that hot dish, do not use Hawaiian bread, because it'll just make it too sweet.
Yeah.
And you don't want, like, a broccoli cheese cauliflower to be too sweet. You want sweet and savory, and it works perfectly if you do the broccoli and cauliflower. So,
yeah.
But do not use, like, we use frozen veggies for it, because we found it tasted better than doing the fresh ones for some reason, which is really weird. The fact that fresh veggies tasted horrible to
you know what, that kind of makes sense to me, you know, physics-wise, because fresh vegetables, you know, they're fresh. But if you're frozen and you put them in with a, into a dish as part of the ingredients, because they're frozen and you put them in, they're frozen, that condensates and keeps it moist, and then it's the flavors pop. By the way, we've just been joined by
Golden Moon.
Welcome.
Hey, Papa Duke.
Hey, howdy.
Yeah, we're just talking about recipes and ideas.
Oh, okay, doing food.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about cool foods. Like I was saying, like as a segue, like we're talking about food from Thanksgiving because we wanted to continue that. But now, like we're getting into the Christmas season.
Yeah.
Or Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa to you.
Yeah. Whatever you celebrate, have a good one. Okay. So.
But like we're talking about other hot dishes you could possibly do for the upcoming season of holidays.
Well, Alice, we got to pick up the pace with our topics, but here's what I'm going to have you do, if you don't mind. I want you to record on one of your segments for the Omni Kitchen this hot dish.
Which one?
The broccoli cheese cauliflower hot dish.
I'm actually going to have to like see if I can record doing it at a friend's house because I don't actually have a working oven right now.
Well, we'll figure out the
I have
semantics.
a toaster oven, so I can.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Actually, what I could do is actually I could make a small plate of it, like a small dish of it, in the toaster oven. But I'm not sure if it's going to come out proper. But I can definitely try.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're 21 minutes in already, so we got to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
I wanted to I don't want to look into it, but like I want to refresh everyone's memory. The people of Maui are still getting reamed, so
Oh yeah, what's going on now with Maui?
Is there any update?
Let's see.
Anywhere?
Maui updates.
No one wants to talk about it. Everyone's all about Europe and the Middle East right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Ryan George was right. It's 2020, well, 3 now. You can light a state on fire and nobody will be talking about it next week.
Yeah, exactly right.
So.
Yeah. You really can. Oh my God! I think I got a downpour going on.
Oh,
I gotta go, Julia. We got cows. I'm just kidding. I don't have to go.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, so this is from the Independent. I'm not sure if that's a good source or not.
So what's the latest update? Because like we always like on the history. Well, not history. Oh my God! I almost said today in history. Shout out to History Show.
We already did that.
Yeah, no. We have like the last 2 times on the show. We actually really haven't talked about Maui, but we always want to keep it relevant.
Yeah.
So.
Well, why don't you put in Maui
So
Fire?
What's the updates now?
Or maybe you did. I can't see from here.
Maui Fire
this actually will make a good segue into the military Afghan. Oh wait, no. Should we talk about that on YouTube, or should we put that for the window?
We can hint at it, and which by the way, anybody watching this, what she meant at the top of the show, we're also live streaming right now. We're streaming to 2 sources, YouTube and Rumble. Later on, we're gonna end the YouTube stream and continue on Rumble. So that's what she meant about non-YouTube friendly articles that we wish to talk about. We'll continue to do so on Rumble when we're off of here. YouTube at least.
Yeah, buddy.
So, but no, you're talking about a segue, from one fire to another. Let me pull up this picture. I don't even want to say birthday cake. Just bringing this up again because this is absolutely ridiculous. This cake, dude.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
A few too many candles for that kind of man to
literally
blow
81
out.
individual candles all set ablaze, and you're
not that big of a cake.
No, it's not.
That kind of candles on.
You know what that picture reminds me of, though? It's meme. Mini cigarettes meme. This one here. It's like a sideways because if you look at his cake, you see the actual the individual candles. Hold on, so let me open image and.
Well, the candle's great. One thing I'm really curious about, and I don't know if you saw anything when you updated it, how are the people doing in Maui? Did you see any articles?
Not good. Not good. Everybody's forgotten about them.
I know.
Every news week is a new week, and
I'm hoping something locally is happening for them. My goodness.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to find anything. Of course, Google's going to be sweeping everything under the rug, but
that's thank you, Google.
Yeah, geez,
I thought you were supposed to give us unbiased news.
Yeah,
Well, I hope the folks are doing well. That's all I can say.
I do too, and like I really encourage anybody watching this, if you know of anything, please let us know in the comment section. Like we gotta keep we gotta keep that topic alive because those people got screwed and they deserve justice. So.
Well, I want to say something, but I figure it might be more suitable for the Rumble because YouTube.
Yeah.
But like, it kind of reminds me of a certain fire that happened out in the West Coast a couple years ago.
Yeah, we've had many.
Which one?
We actually talked about one. What was it? 2017.
Just remember, fires are from climate change.
Oh yeah, please.
Never mind if you properly manage the forest. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Even the natives here knew that you had to do controlled burns. Otherwise, if you just leave everything alone, you're just leaving fuel. So.
Yeah, well, controlled fires is actually what prevents forest fires. They're killing down the excess forestry area of things, and they're preventing things, and also like by burning these the timber down, it actually gives more like nutrients and stuff to the soil to promote new growth.
See, fire does a lot of things. It pops seeds and everything else, opens up space for new growth.
Makes popcorn.
It's really important. Part of the whole cycle.
Well,
it's a circle of life is what it is, Pops.
Exactly right.
Well, as of 10 hours ago, people from Iowa sent holiday cheer to families impacted by Maui wildfire. Gee, thanks.
Well, no, thank you. I appreciate anything. Anything is good.
So nothing's popping up about recent stuff
this
about
10 hours ago.
Maui and recovery?
Deadline approaching for Maui wildfire victims.
Deadline for what?
Federal assistance to people and businesses affected by the fire. So if anybody wants any government assistance, their deadline of asking is coming up. Wow.
Something tells me the people of Maui do not want the government's assistance after the history of Hawaii.
Just remember Reagan's famous quote, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
Yep, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
gosh darn it, Papa Dukes. That should have been a Rumble quote because, you never know what YouTube's going to do these days.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, just even talking about, just even saying Maui, not even talking about, just literally just saying the word Maui might be a buzzword. I don't know anymore.
Well, even just saying anything of freedom of speech, they're going to, either shadow ban you, block you, saying, oh, you said something of misinformation. It's like, dude, look, I'm giving an opinion and a perspective. Maybe what we should start doing at the beginning of our shows is like for the peanut and cracking corn. We actually say before we start this, I just want to say these are our opinions, not facts, not medical advice, not nothing.
We're talking about facts and we're expressing what is our minds. So.
Well, here's the thing. They are, some of these are facts, but they get mad for you talking about the facts.
Yeah,
I know. So.
I mean, it's we're dabbling deep.
Yeah.
Probably not a good thing. Don't need another strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want another strike. Everybody else can talk about it, but if you're a smaller content creator, you can't talk about it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, speaking of things that may or may not be, you know what? Why don't we do this Afghanistan thing for the Rumble section? So I'm going to skip over that.
Yeah.
Found here, hold on, what is this? Kobe Bryant's Lakers jersey sneakers from final NBA road game expected to sell for $600,000 combined.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to have the top bid, huh?
Sneakers, yeah. Kobe.
So talk to us about that. This is your find, Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah, this is my find. So, essentially, somebody has got the hands on the original, the last sneakers he wore for the Lakers for his game
and his
jersey, and they're selling it and auctioning it up. And I'm amazed that actually it's only at $600K for Kobe.
Yeah.
Now,
I would think it'd be more.
Now, a Kobe fact here. Nothing to do with the 600,000, but a little Kobe fact. He originally wore with the Lakers number 8. Then later he switched to 24.
He originally played.
What's that?
Hey, by the way, you guys do know you guys stole our original basketball team, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, of course. That's why they're the Lakers. We don't have lakes. But here, let me finish this.
Yeah, you have man-made lakes.
Yeah.
So he went to number 24, and how he came up with
Not
that,
all.
2 times 4 is 8.
Oh,
So that's why he chose 24.
huh. Wow.
Yep.
That
He was doing mathematics.
I did not know that part.
A little Kobe fact.
Ah, some trivia. It's pretty cool. And you were surprised I knew that the numbers changed that one time.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked.
So Kobe actually did how instead of like being a poet, he did a play on numbers, not letters.
So that would make him a mathematical poet.
He's a mathematician. Or no, I'm just kidding. Well, no, he's not. Oh, is he a magician? I don't know. A magician? Not magician. Magician.
He was a magician on the
Sorry.
court.
A mathemagician?
he was that on the court.
Yeah.
He was well.
The Black
call him
Mamba,
Magic.
man.
We already have a Magic.
Yeah. Yeah, Magic Johnson.
But no, like,
Which didn't he change his
like,
name to Meta World Peace, or was that somebody else?
No, that's someone else.
Okay.
but I still find like so. I'm wondering here. Sorry to interject here. I'm wondering if maybe like if this is an auction. I didn't read the entire article because I was busy at work, but
Well, yeah. It's
I'm
expected
wondering
to sell, so
if that's the starting bid for like an
Yeah, it's a
auction.
starting bid.
they're expecting it to sell for 600,000. So make your bids, and they'll probably have
Yep.
a go no go. Maybe it's 600,000. Maybe it's 400,000. You don't know until they say the reserve's off. But it is an auction because it's expected.
Yeah.
Something tells me there's going to be that one person's like, screw that. I'm putting down $1 million.
Could be.
My
yeah.
God.
If you get into a bidding war with even 2 people, it can just go. The sky's the limit for 2 very rich people that are determined. You know.
I've never been to an auction, but I've heard an auction going on across the street from me for the property.
Yeah.
Well, not the property, but like the stuff before the property was sold.
Oh, so like an estate sale.
Well, no, there's a selling off all the like farm equipment and like antiques and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure like the place that I live at, like they like for the property auction, it was sold at $736K. But before that, like 3 months prior, in July, they had an auction of like farm equipment and antiques and all sorts of stuff, and I'm pretty sure they probably walked away with like anywhere from like 100,000 to 300,000 plus.
Nice.
Sure.
For that.
Depending on
So
what they
like
had, yeah.
so. Yeah, like, and it was some old school like John Deere equipment that they had out there for like farming and tilling and all that fun stuff. Like they sold some like 1950s cars. They brought them over here and towed them over. I didn't even know like the landlord here had like these like cars from like the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and she auctioned those off. So maybe it's probably like they made out with almost like $1 million, $2 million, maybe. Sure. I don't know about 2 million, but 1.5 mil maybe after everything's said and done.
Yeah, land and all the property, cars, farm equipment. Yeah, I could see that. Depending on the size of the farm.
Oh, I also did find out that in the contract for the property that this place that I live in, well, not I live in, but that Mag lives in. It's his place, really.
Right. Well, let's not get too much into personal details here.
Well, in the contract that though is that this stays as a residential, and they can't raise a rent, and it has to stay as a residential for rent.
Oh.
So my boyfriend
like
actually has security. Yeah, I believe he has security here, and without raising rent with what the contract stipulates till I guess X amount of years.
Well, before we continue on to the next article, I want to read the actual article here about this Kobe Bryant thing, because this is interesting. Says here, Kobe Bryant played in his final NBA road game on April 11th, 2016 in a loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I just find that really interesting because in the history show we do, there's been so many articles where, and I don't even, there's so many differences and everything, but so many greats. It's like, oh, hey, blah, 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 Lou Gehrig hit his 1,000th home run in a game that he lost, Or this guy, this guy made his debut in a game that he lost, and then he went on to become one of the greatest players of all time. It's really interesting that this last game, or his last road game at least, was a loss. That's how he goes out.
And all that stuff you're talking about two things. You're talking about an individual playing a team game.
Yes.
So when the individual is the emphasis, the win or loss is less important.
Well,
it's Game 7 of the finals. You're talking about the team, not a person.
What I'm saying is, with how people idolize these athletes, and Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Yogi Berra, great players still lose. Team games, they're not losing individually, but they're still, so they're not gods.
Nobody wins all the time.
Yeah.
Well, the Patriots lost without cheating.
I know, right?
But
anyway, another one of your finds here is
this is where I want to go. Is the green ooze.
Yeah,
this is actually out. This is actually out in Pennsylvania, and apparently, this is right along a farm ridge. I can't really hazmat incident. Yeah, they actually had people come out in hazmat suits to check the water because of how green it was. Turned out some kids or something that. I don't know if it's kids or not, but somebody put food dye into the creek. But there's also it's food grade food dye.
Yeah, but it looks like an algae bloom.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it looks like an algae bloom at the same time.
So let me read the actual article here, so that way we get concise information rather than shooting from the hip. Crews in Lancaster County were called to the scene of a hazmat incident in the Little Conestoga Creek around 8 in the morning on Saturday. According to emergency dispatch, the initial discovery of a green color in the water was in the area of Fieldgate Drive and Hershey Mill Road in Manor Township. As a precaution, Manor Township police notified farmers whose cattle grazed downstream from the location. Peter Taraborelli, Public Information Officer for Mountainville Fire Company, says both hazmat and DEP were called to the scene. What is DEP? Department of Environmental Protection, maybe? According to Taraborelli, the source was traced to a retention pond in the 3800 block of Hepland Road. DEP confirms it was a food-grade dye that caused the water to turn green. So, I mean, that looks like
kids.
Yeah, well, that looks like industrial runoff.
Probably.
Sure does.
Yeah.
You know what they're just gonna do, because all kids now probably have debit cards their parents give them. They'll just be able to trace it back to them instead of pulling out cash and then going and buying food dye. But I bet you look in that town and see if all the green food dye was sold by a whole bunch of teenagers.
Huh.
Yeah. Be a good idea.
But here's a weird thing about this too, though. They're freaking about this, but almost every year except for during the coop years.
Be careful what you say.
The river. Well, I'm saying the coop years.
Alice, stop saying that word. That's a known buzzword. You just.
No. Okay. Well, no. I'm trying to continue, but you just brought it back up. Okay. So anyway, up until every year, up until
2020, up until the great event of 2020.
Yeah.
2019, 2020. The river of Chicago. They dyed their river green.
Really?
Oh.
Same with Boston. In Boston. Well, yeah, look up the dyed river. They dyed the river for St. Patty's Day.
Oh.
And also, I think, in Boston.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay,
yeah.
I see. Wow.
They dyed the river.
Oh, geez.
That is glowing. That is radioactive green right there. Jeez.
Yeah. They do it every year for
Wow.
St. Patty's Day up until that, 1 year.
And why
So,
are the
like, I'm not
environmentalists getting
lying.
all like uppity about that? I mean, I'm pretty sure even if it's food grade, I'm
Oh,
pretty
no,
sure there's
because,
something they
like-
can get pissed off about. Well,
Well, it's because the oil that makes their clothing, helps make their clothing and food and everything like that, is evil. So we're just gonna destroy and ruin other things
yeah.
because we don't want oil around. Like, well, then have fun starving.
You know what?
Unless you want to
if these
skin,
people really
unless you want to
want,
skin your own animals and make your own wools and
if these people really,
clothing.
really, truly, in their heart of hearts, want to make the world better, then they should lead by example and go live in the forest. You know, you don't want to live in society? Great, then get out. So.
Dude, a lot of people are doing it. Like I ideally would like to bug out and like just live in the woods.
I do too, and actually
But then also like
that reminds me, like, didn't we have a plan about making like, a survivalist type show, bushwhacking and stuff like that?
yeah.
We should
well,
get back into that thought process. So that's another. Now we
yeah,
have 9
that
shows
was
in the
my
plan.
that was my idea. Yeah, well, I mean, there's so many people that want to do it, like that already do it and do it on TV, like or on TV or on YouTube and Rumble, like where you can actually see this. But yeah, I think Boston also does it too. But yeah, this is what they do every year for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, I have Chicago and I have
So, I
Boston.
mean-
So yeah, this is Boston here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They do that. You know what they don't do? They don't do that in the Mississippi River.
No.
Wanna know why? Because no, I do know why they don't. Even though that river to Chicago and Boston have a tributary to other things, those eventually go out into the rest of a thing.
In
The
the Gulf of
Mississippi River is
Mexico.
one of the biggest rivers that goes in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
I don't know what is going on, but I think it's cool. But they stopped doing it for like a couple of years. Because you don't want people outside.
Well, I do know one thing.
But,
In Vegas,
like,
you can
it's
go
cool how they
downtown
do
on
it.
St. Patty's Day and get green beer
Yeah.
all up and down, all up and down Main Street.
Yeah, you can also buy green beer. Absolutely. Like, there's also that where they dye the beer green because they just put like flavorless food dye in there.
Yep.
But yeah, this is like a boat right there, like dispensing the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So
And they use a few.
I think that'll do it for the YouTube section, unless there's anything else we can think of. We've gone through everything here.
Yeah, we did all the PC stuff here, I think.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Okay, so
And I think it was a good PC session.
yeah, if you're still on YouTube, please meander over to our Rumble if you do so wish to see the rest of this show. The link is in the underbar of the description. Go to our link tree, and in there is TOC's Rumble, and we'll be on there. So let's all
Yeah,
say
buddy.
bye-bye to YouTube for today.
Bye, YouTube. Bye, people of YouTube.